computer.
We just go for it,
We just go for it.
all right,
It started now.
all right. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Two Halves Fantasy League podcast. Interesting match week up for us. Well, for some of us, I should say, if I could just share my screen right now, and if Abdurrahman would allow me to share my screen right now, I would show
My
you the
bad.
league table.
We are
The oppression, dictatorship.
Wow. Okay. We're like what? A year and a half into the pandemic, still not allowing people to share screens. Sad.
We
Here
never
we are.
learn.
All right, it's all good now. Game week 34, boys.
There you go. So for game week 32, I believe this was.
Wow, everyone did bad. I thought only it was me.
No, sir. Everybody out of us three, I think you were the best one with 46 points. A lot to show
Damn,
for that hard work.
Umar,
Which Omar?
Mirano or Umar?
Flicky Flaka, you're at the edge of Europa League.
Oh, no. We're only... Oh, shit. I'm out of the top 4.
You are, and not only that, but this league table right now is a lot like the actual Premier League table. You have number 1 and 2, which are distinct. You got Man City, Man United. They're like distinct. And then 3, 4, 5, 6 onwards is
You've got
all
West
of them.
Ham, Leicester, Chelsea, and Liverpool.
Fun times.
We start off with Murano FC at 41 points.
Boo! What a noob.
I wouldn't
What a
say we
noob.
did bad though. Like the highest person got 110 points.
That's a lot more than
That's
you.
a lot more.
That's like
It's a
almost-
lot more.
That's
Yeah,
like 3
but-
times your points. What are you on about?
How about we look at his team, guys? Let's open his team. The 110 guy.
110 points.
Yeah. It's
Triple
so good.
captain. He had a triple captain
All right.
on Kelechi and Inacho.
110 with triple captain, guys. So we did well.
He also had Cody in his team who got 0 points. Did he not play? Or no, he did play. He just
Wow.
conceded
Yeah,
4.
I think if he had 0, someone might have come off on the bench, but damn.
The guy had wood. Like who has wood?
That's true.
Who has Wood and Iniacho before, like, at the start of the season?
Who has Pereira and who are these people, man? Do these people play in the league?
No, Pereira's decent. I totally
Pereira's
understand.
been very good.
Yeah,
and
he's been-
Inacho for like the last 5 games. But Wood was the surprise choice, I think, here. He's come out of nowhere and just scored 3 goals and then set up a 4th.
Yeah, and like
But
some
that,
people
that
are coming
too
out.
against Wolves, right?
That 2 against
3.
Wolves.
3 in the last game week, right?
Yeah.
Who was it against?
Wolves.
Okay. So now people are saying it like Wood contributed to, I don't know, like 4 goals in the last few man. I'm like, yeah, 3 of them were in one match.
No, all
You think
4.
I'm gonna buy him now?
He got the assist. He got 3 goals and an assist, I think.
Oh damn. But,
For
like,
goal, that's like ultimate stat padding.
see,
Guys, okay, you know what? His record's not too bad. In like
Okay,
the
look.
last...
look at his fixtures, upcoming fixtures. Maybe they are bad.
This is Wood you're talking about, not like some great guy. Come on, guys. Where's the sensibility
thinking
here?
about this?
Yeah, why are you guys like deeping into it so much?
It's Wood.
It's Burnley. Come on. Oh my god, this is gonna be a meme clip in a bit, like next week when Burnley win.
No. This is the most important thing. Look at that. Form 9.2.
Yeah, 20 points. That's all.
No, not just the 20. Not just this week. Look at the history as well. Last 6 games, that's 6 goals and 3 assists. That's actually very good for someone who's worth. How much is he worth? 6.3.
That's
6.3.
Bamford.
Well,
Bamford's price.
okay.
Bamford price.
Iniacho's worth 6.2 and his form's 8.2 and he plays for Leicester. And he got Southampton and Newcastle coming up.
Yes,
I
you
have a
get them both.
surprise. I have a
Get them both.
surprise.
Like this guy, and look at it. He got 110 points.
Iniacho, my man,
Yeah.
I've been like pondering over him because I bought Cavani a couple of weeks back.
Yeah.
The worst idea ever. Don't buy Cavani. I know it's like game week 34, but if you have Cavani, sell him. Because that guy doesn't play, and when he plays, he doesn't like actually get the goal. It's actually frustrating. How is Ole playing, you know, James ahead of him? Like it's so annoying. So annoying.
It's your fault
I,
for not
I
listening to your own compadre on the podcast. I told you
Well,
Cavani doesn't play.
yeah, I know,
no,
but
no, no.
I thought like
But
like this part of the season, United really want to get going. Like by now, everyone in the Premier League and everyone has two eyes and a brain knows that like Cavani's the best striker at United. Like if he's fit, he plays. But no, let's play James as like right winger, Rashford as a striker. What is going on with this guy? How are United second with this kind of tactics? It's just so confusing.
to be fair, they
Garbage.
do have the Europa League semifinals like today, and
Bro,
Cavani is playing that. So what if he's just resting Cavani, for the Europa League and
If
just sacrificing the Premier League? The second spot for them is pretty much guaranteed at this point, isn't it?
if Timothy Turbo Werner can play midweek and like on the weekend, so can Cavani.
And miss great chances in both games.
Yeah.
So these are Cavani's remaining fixtures. I just pulled up Maguire here because why
Yeah.
not? And he has Liverpool, Villa, Leicester. Like the next three games are really,
Tough.
really big, really tough. Is it time to sell Cavani, Abdurrahman?
I mean, in all honesty, he should have never been bought. That was a big fat L from me. And I actually took a -4 hit for him. So that's like a double.
Double loss.
Yeah, it's a -4 L. I just don't know what to do. I'm looking at it and the obvious like there's I have 8.4 mil, which is a lot for a decent striker. And like right now on the form that Iniesta is on, like he's kind of like ignorable. He's like the ones that have been grabbing the headlines. The other guy I can think of is Richarlison because he's been having an okay time, and Everton's fixtures are decent. They have Aston Villa, West Ham, Sheffield, Wolves, and Aston Villa again. They have one more game for Aston. They have two games for with them, so they're gonna have a double game week.
Yeah, but I don't know. We'll talk about it later when I show you my team.
No, talk about it now.
Should I
Yeah. I
give
like
you the
I like
control?
surprises to be.
No,
No, it's
go
fine.
on.
Just show Leicester's fixtures for the next 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
Do you have any Leicester players?
Fixtures? There. So next week they're playing Southampton. Well, tomorrow they're playing Southampton away.
Easy
And
match,
then
right?
easy match. And then
Everton
they're
are playing Aston Villa. Playing Aston Villa.
mm,
I'm just
And then-
comparing Richarlison and Iheanacho here.
Guys, there's an easier way to do this.
I know, right?
There's a much
Comparing the
easier way
players.
to do this.
The green
Uh,
colors. You love the colors?
Yeah, I like the colors more.
all right, let's go for the colors then.
Not only that, I like the colors, but guys, the colors exist for a reason. There you go. You have covered Lewin and okay.
Yeah, we'll go into this in a bit.
So what I did was, I sold Calvert-Lewin for the next 2 game weeks. I'm gonna keep this guy for 2 game weeks for the 2 greens, and then sell him and bring DCL back because the rest of his
Sheffield and
matches
Wolves?
should be. I don't know.
Mm.
Actually,
Wolves,
but-
City,
yeah,
and
yeah.
Villa will come somewhere in there as well, I
And
guess.
then
And
a
Villa
double
again.
game week. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, interesting. Villa have been out of it. They're a mid-table team now. We gotta stop pretending they're good.
They might surprise you.
How bad
This-
have they been actually?
They've been bad. Like, I mean, it's just looking at it. I don't think they've won a match in ages.
The last game they won was match week 30 against Fulham,
Yeah, and that was Fulham.
and that was Fulham.
And before that, it was Leeds, 26.
Leeds 26.
So they got
for-
2 wins in what, like the last
8
8
games?
games?
Yeah.
That's not very promising, and they haven't scored a bunch either. It's
and yet they're still above
know,
Arsenal.
speaking of speaking of decline, um, what's up
Son.
with my man Jay Lings?
Okay.
Jesse Lingard.
The
Well,
guy
it's just
didn't.
one game. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
I
Just 1
mean,
week.
that is a decline for me.
Not
2
just that,
points.
he got very like I watched that game and he got injured very early on. He was like limping for like the rest of the first half, and then second half he came back on. But I do think that injury had something to do with it, and Moyes just didn't take him off. He just stayed on the pitch for the full 90 minutes.
Ugh,
The worrying
Moyes.
thing for me was that if he is injured, and what if he doesn't play again this season? We all just bought him in for our teams right now, and now we just got to get rid of him, especially at a time when
second, I
Jota.
thought. For a second,
I got
thought
profit.
we had genuine concern for him. Like, what if he doesn't play for the season? He's coming
Oh,
back.
yeah,
from
that
form,
too.
but he's like, he goes on talking about, oh, I just bought him.
That too. But let's be honest, we're only here for the fantasy league.
I thought he was like, he got injured. Like, don't like, I hope he's okay. I thought he was gonna go down that route, but no, not the fact that this guy was stressed. He was depressed during the lockdown. Nothing to do with that. He went straight to the point of like, I just bought him. Oh,
Come on,
it's
man.
a
If you're
cruel,
6
cruel
point,
world.
if you're worth 6.4 million, I think you deserve to stay fit.
I mean, some Egyptians have kept Salah on for like 12.4 million for the whole season, even though when like he scored 0 goals in like 4 or 5 games. I think Jay Ling's it's worth it.
I'm gonna stay quiet, to
I mean,
I have
honestly-
some opinions on the matter, but you
This-
already know it.
Well, I bought Salah in my team, so. It's
Yeah,
okay.
you realize that it was a big mistake selling the king,
No, I looked at the fixtures, and I saw a lot of
and
green.
you realize it was a big mistake
and
selling the king.
I see 4 greens in the next 5 matches, and even the red is United. So
Wait,
So all of them are
Abdurrahman,
green.
yeah.
since when have you started supporting Arsenal? I see family Arsenal right there.
Why isn't it less Leeds? I thought it changed to Leeds. I mean, like Arsenal are usually on the top. So you just
Before the season starts.
Who am I
no,
supporting?
in the drop down list.
I'm sure you're gonna be supporting Liverpool. Let's be
Yeah, I
honest.
think so too. Most likely.
There we go.
Wow.
course.
Well, guys, I have well, Umar. Let's go on to your team then, because I have a lot of.
Last week or the next
No,
week.
screw last week. I think we don't need to cover last week.
Yeah.
Unless if it's something extra special, right?
So unlike last
I mean,
game
do you
week
really want to
where
boast about your 36 points?
31. 31.
Do you really
Um,
want to go like, this guy got 2 points, this guy got 3 points? If you didn't
I
have
had
one
two-
for Iheanacho, let's move on.
I had I think Chilwell and Luke Shaw who got me more than 2 points. Everybody else was 2 or below. Even my captain Diogo Jota got 2.
It was a dry week.
It was a dry week.
Another disappointment.
Another disappointment. But I have already made my transfers earlier today for the following game week. I had 2 transfers, and Gundogan, I've been saying for weeks that I want to get rid of him, and finally today I was able to do that. And in his place, I brought in Jack Harrison because, well, 2 things. First of all, I got rid of Patrick Bamford because,
Whoa.
Patrick Bamford is pretty crap compared to Nacho. And
Yeah, but like looking at Bamford's fixtures,
yeah, that is
There's,
true.
like,
That is true.
2 greens and 2 grays and no reds. I mean, one of them is
Which is-
Tottenham, but like,
Which is exactly why I brought in Jack Harrison. I wanted a Leeds player, and let's be honest, Bamford hasn't really been it in recent weeks. Not only that,
2.2
but
form.
but also Rafinha, he's injured, and he's probably injured for a few weeks. So Harrison's probably the main guy right now. So I thought, why not? He's got 2 grays, Brighton and Tottenham, and then Burnley, Southampton, West Ham. So easy run in for him. And the second player I brought in, as I said, I got rid of Bamford and my man Kelechi. Look at that form, 8.2.
Who's Kelechi?
Last,
Iheanacho.
Oh, okay.
My
it's
word.
just a lot easier to say the first name than the second name. You look at that, right? And that is, if he, you know what, if he had actually been starting from the beginning of the season, he could have actually done something, maybe been relevant in the Golden Boot race or something, pushed
Man,
Leicester to like second place.
I remember when once he like started off at the scene at City as well, right? His initial like, time at City was amazing. People were like, "Oh, he's the next whatever," and he just got sidelined for Gabriel Jesus. So that was fun for him, and he's really like just transformed himself into this monster of a player. Um, I just regret not being on this podcast, or else I feel like I would have jumped on this train as well and transferred him in. Because here is where all the smart decisions are made.
1 week late.
Unlike that time where we recorded a podcast and then I just forgot to do my team after it finished.
Well, smart decisions are made during the podcast, somewhere, not after.
Podcast. That's very true. This is the team that I've gone for the next game week. Keepers, it's either Martinez or Areola. I feel Martinez is probably, I don't think either one of them is going to keep a clean sheet, but that guy, for some reason, even when he doesn't keep a clean sheet, still ends up getting 3, 4, 5 points because of all the saves he makes.
Yeah.
So
Good choice.
I went with him. In defense, Cresswell, big money signing, has not paid off for me. It's been 5 weeks. I just can't get rid of him, just like Gundogan. Again, with that orange triangle next to his name, I don't think he's going to be playing. Veltman was just brought in as the guy to, make up the subs, really. He starts, but he's the cheapest starter, I think, available. So I'm going to stick with Luke Shaw, Rudiger, and Target. Midfield, I'm happy with my midfield except one change. I don't know whether to start Maddison or Jota because Maddison's come back from injury and he hasn't really been very good. He's got a much easier fixtures. He's playing Southampton and Leicester are definitely going to win that, I think. But him specifically, he hasn't been on form. Jota, however, has been a bit better. However, he's playing United. So I'm not really sure what to do with that one. But the other three, I think, are clear. Lingard, Fernandes, and Harrison. Front three, I've gone with Harry Kane as the captain. Golden Boot, most probably this season, or if not, certainly up there. Definitely going to win Player of the Year, I think. And against Sheffield, who are bottom of the league at home, he's just going to be involved in goals. Like, there's no way he's not, I think. And the other two I've gone with Calvert-Lewin and Kelechi. What do you guys think of that team?
I just want to, talk about the Jota topic. What's up with him? Is it because Liverpool's not playing great or something? It's just sometimes he plays and it's just immense, right? Look at that against Arsenal. He came on and scored 2 goals, and then, next 3 games he gets a combined point of 6 points. That's it's really frustrating with him because I had him and I bought him after that, 2 goals in 29 minutes, and now I'm just sitting here thinking, what do I do?
I will say it again and again. The only player worth getting from Liverpool is Salah. And if not Salah, then don't get anybody from Liverpool.
I have Salah.
Liverpool are really, really, really bad right now.
Yeah, but look at Liverpool's fixtures. Southampton, West Brom, Burnley, Crystal Palace. That's FPL, my eyes are lighting up.
Yeah. But Liverpool is not the only team that has easy fixtures, right? You have Leeds, you have Spurs, you have Everton, and who else?
Well, bar Everton,
Leicester.
Liverpool's supposed to be a better team than most of them. Leicester don't have that great of fixtures. They got West Ham, they got Man City, they got Aston Villa twice, home and away. It's a bit tricky.
And don't forget, some teams have double game weeks, like Omar said.
See, the thing about Jota is that earlier during the season, you can look at his points here, right? Liverpool were doing great, and he was scoring pretty much every time he was playing. He was coming off the bench a lot, and then he started, starting, and there you can see that form. And then he got injured, and that was a big injury, and that's the time when Liverpool's form just dropped. It's like Salah, Mane, Firmino weren't doing anything for them, and he was the one carrying them this season. So when he got injured during that December, January, February period, Liverpool were really bad. So when he returned, he started off, you could see like he came back against Chelsea, and then he actually had 3 goals against Wolves and Arsenal. So, and that's what like that's when Liverpool's form actually became good. They actually started winning games again and, you know, climbing up the table. But now for the last 3 games, I don't know what's happened. He's just been, not just him, to be honest, the entire Liverpool team. Mane this season has probably been the biggest disappointment out of all of them, given that he was like the player of the year and everything last year for them.
Yeah.
Certainly, if Ali was here, he'd make a shout for Henderson, but come on. Come
Let's not
on.
get into that.
And yeah, I will pass over the control to one of you, whoever wants to.
Let's give it to the leader. He had a lot of secrets to spill.
Secrets? Me? Astaghfirullah.
There's nothing astaghfirullah about secrets.
Secrets, man. And I forgot how to use this. Big team, okay. Yeah.
After record you're using on your phone
guys.
all the time.
Guys. Sanchez or Areola?
Bro, you got Veltman at your back 4. I feel like that's more of a concern.
Why not? He plays.
That's your standard? He plays.
No,
Who should win Ballon d'Or this year? Oh, why not give it to Veltman? He plays.
He plays, right?
You got Lowton
Wait, why not
target.
Lowton? Why not Lowton? West Ham didn't score in the last game they played.
Yeah, it's
What if they
just
don't
one
score?
game, man. It's just one
Why
game.
not? Why not target? Who's he playing?
He's playing
Everton.
Everton.
Yeah, but he
Look, I'm putting my money on Kilic. What do you call him?
Kelechi.
Kilic.
whichever name is easier for you to pronounce.
I'm putting my money on Kilic as captain. I'm not gonna put the, I can't put money on both. Half the money on one of them. Right?
Interesting.
Wait,
I
I
wait.
don't know.
What do you mean you're putting half the money on Kelechi? He's playing Southampton. He's not playing Burnley.
Yeah, I'm confused there. I'm like literally lost.
Wait, what? Oh my god! Blue teams will look the same.
Southampton's red, bro. Southampton's red. It's fine.
No. I
mad.
saw Everton. So the thing is, I had DCL before in this.
I realized what just happened.
I had
You thought
DCL in this guy's place.
Kelechi was for Everton, and you thought Target was Lowton.
What?
Oh,
No.
God bless.
I just thought this is Everton because I read Everton here, and here there used to be DCL, so my brain just said this is an Everton guy. Where were we? Yeah, what the hell, man?
Veltman.
Target? I don't know. I mean, it's a consideration.
I mean, he's not playing Everton anymore.
I guess. No, he is still playing Everton. Yo, calm down.
Okay, like. Okay, you know what I mean.
Kurfeld is fine. Dallas is fine. Just okay. Feldman is the problem. Salah Fernandez.
You have two Brighton defenders and keepers, and one Leeds, and they're playing each other. So you must be relying on a 0-0 to happen in that game because.
Okay, give me a second to decipher what you just said. Process it. I have two
Okay.
Brighton. No, I have one Brighton defender.
No, like.
You have
Leeds
Sanchez,
and-
Veltman, and Dallas, the keeper and the defenders.
Oh, you mean like one match between
Yeah.
these three?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm who knows? Maybe 0-0, maybe. Like the thing is, I bet like if it's a one clean sheet, I get some points from one of them. If it's two clean sheets, I'm very happy.
The thing is, it's Brighton and Leeds. Those are the two teams you cannot rely on keeping a clean sheet.
sheets,
So
exactly.
Man, who cares?
The
Like, how
fact that
much
you
would
have
I-
Sanchez in goal, like at game week 34,
no, personally, I don't think Sanchez is a bad shout. He's been decent. He's actually been
but,
decent.
like Brighton, it's the team. It's not. It's just not that. Look at that, like
Last
1,
5
2, 1,
games.
3.
Last 5 games, it's 3 clean sheets right there.
I take that back.
That's not bad.
That
Of course,
that's
the
good
4
stuff
games
against
before that, there's
Chelsea and
0.
Everton. Yeah. But you gotta
Wait,
talk.
wait, wait.
You gotta use your brain as well. Like, all right, he's done well there and he's hit a good form, but he plays for Brighton and Brighton defenders. Oh my God, have you seen them defend?
Speaking of Brighton defenders, remember like 6 months ago when Tariq Lamptey
Tariq
was the
Lamptey.
next big thing?
Oh.
I wonder where he is now.
Tariq Lamptey, that guy from Leicester. What was his name? Their fullback,
Justin. Yes.
Justin, and there was one more. There was one more guy. I can't remember. Tariq
Another
Lamptey.
English fullback. I remember there were 3
There
to
were
keep in your
three.
team.
There were 3 to keep, and well, I guess they'll never come to us. But there were 3 lost in mystery. But yeah, Ramiro, you can continue until we think of the third fullback.
Yeah, I will keep thinking about this Veltman choice, for the rest of the day. The attack is fine. I could put Sauce Chicken, but like I don't want to have too many players from West Ham since I can't trust West Ham too much.
Yeah.
Fernandez, Salah, expensive players. I just can't take them out. Kane is a good, I could even captain him, but I don't know. I want to take the risk, I guess. Bamford, it's Brighton. They might concede. They will concede. They should concede. So this guy should leave. You guys got to me. Thank you. You got to me. Okay, fine team, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like I said, I sold DCL. I got this guy for only 2 matches. After this, I'm getting back DCL because he still has a double game week against Aston Villa, and these 2 reds here will be replaced by 2 greens for DCL. I think it was a good choice, to be honest.
Iheanacho might also have a double game week because match week 37 will get rescheduled because that's when the FA Cup final's happening.
Ooh, exciting. Versus Chelsea themselves.
So wait, he's blanking on 37?
He's blanking on 37, and one of the other weeks will become a double game week.
Probably 36 or 38.
Yeah.
I will sell him before then anyway. It's fine. It's a red match anyway, right?
Yeah, but it's like a red match that's going to be moved to a red match.
You'll have 2 red matches. They'll be red, but there'll be 2.
2 red matches. Do you really want to have
That's like 4 points instead of 2, right?
You triple captain him, that's 12 points instead of 8.
Do any of us still have that?
I have my triple captain because, as I said, I forgot to use it.
Yeah. Okay. Any comment, guys?
Yeah, just one comment. Just move Lowton to like second sub because I feel like that's happened.
You want to take my
too many
password and
times.
email and choose, my
No,
team?
that's just happened way many times.
Whatever your liking is.
Veltman's not scoring or assisting, but Lowton could, and you don't want to risk it. Like, be praying that one guy starts or not. Because I remember that Dallas hurt me very hard. It scarred me for life when he got 18 points on the bench.
I think your team is like a make or break team for this week. You've got a keeper against your defender just going at it. Sanchez, Dallas. You've got West Ham, 2 players from West Ham. You need them to win. You've got 2 Tottenham players, and then you've also got Liverpool versus United, Salah, Fernandez. So this could either go very well for you or very bad for you.
Oh, wait until you see my team more.
Wait. I think... What did I do?
You...
Okay, guys, before it gets even way more confusing, let's just move on. Move on to Habib's team.
Fantasy Premier League was never confusing until the 2 Halves podcast.
Oh, God. Oh, look at these red arrows. I didn't realize. Oh, God.
And they're just showing your rank.
Oh, God. Take it from here.
Funny people.
I'm gonna go cry on the side.
It's been fun, boys. It's been fun. Okay. So, for me, it's really bad.
Barcelona are losing to Granada 2-1.
What's the time?
It is 84 minutes.
It's 9:42.
Guys, let me just end this podcast really quick. I gotta watch a match. Oh my days. You know what? I was praying Tarawih like a good boy. This is all rewarding me. Let's get back to that. Omar, you have made my Fantasy Premier League podcast. Brought to you by Granada FC. Okay, so for me, I am in a big dilemma because I got Shaw, Fernandez, Salah, and Jota. 2v2. That is a mistake because I had Cavani as well, who has soiled for Richarlison. Don't judge. Don't judge. DCL's been bad. DCL has been poor. I don't care what the stat padding says. I watched the games, and this guy's purple patch, quite lengthy purple patch, but it's over. I don't think that guy's hitting those goals anymore, and frankly, I don't think that guy's going to Euros either, or starting. So it's over for him. That's why I think it's gonna go back to the main man of Everton, which has always been Richarlison. And at least, if nothing happened, he takes penalties. So that's why I brought in Richarlison instead of DCL instead of Cavani.
Unless Sigurdsson plays, then...
Even if Sigurdsson plays, yeah, okay, he might take the pens, I guess, then. But Sigurdsson and James usually, tend
you can't
to...
have both of them play.
Yeah, so, it's more like a 60-30 minutes, you come on and you leave.
You have a bench boost as well, by the way.
I do have bench boost, and I'm waiting for a later game week. I think maybe for one of the double game weeks, because I feel like in those game weeks, 2 back-to-back games, a team like Leeds might play really good one day and really bad the other. A team like Everton, these guys kind of play. You never know what to expect.
I mean, you could use it this week too. It's not like your bench is not that bad.
I could, except for this one and this one, because Guardiola, Champions League semi-final, Foden started in the semi-final. Just that, come on.
Yeah,
He's not playing.
yeah.
That's a fair shout. Yeah.
Rudiger, I don't know if he'll play, because they're playing Fulham.
I think he'll play.
He's playing Fulham. Are you sure he'll play?
I'm very positive that he's gonna play.
Did you call Tuchel and ask him?
Unfortunately not. I didn't get the time, unfortunately, during
Well,
the
unless
break.
you talk to Tuchel, don't tell me anything.
Okay.
Moving on.
Be right back. Just gonna go talk.
I'm sorry,
to
guys. I'm very sleepy. Man wants to sleep.
I don't know if sleepy is the right word. You might be dopey on the other dwarves.
Tuchel.
Okay. What about Rudiger? I feel like he might not play.
I think he has pretty much started every game except one under Tuchel. So
Well, on that note, I'm very close to selling him too, because of Chelsea has pretty tough fixtures, and I got Jota around, so I'm in the limbo of either to keep Rudiger or Jota, in my starting 11. I don't
Rudiger,
know.
man.
Huh? What do you guys say? I'm gonna completely leave this up to you guys. Rudiger or Jota? Rudiger, Omar,
Rudiger.
you?
I think Rudiger.
Okay.
See,
Ron.
leave Rudiger. If he start, he plays. If he doesn't start, he's not coming off
He's
the
not
bench.
coming
so
off the bench unless
yeah.
Zuma gets sent off.
or some, yeah. Hopefully not. I don't think so.
Well, Timori
You never
can't,
know.
Timori
You
can't
never-
get sent off. You know why?
Well, we know he can't get sent off because he's playing for Milan.
Exactly. No confusion. there.
Why
What?
did you mention Tomori?
Yeah, Abdurrahman, why did you mention Tamori? I don't think Omar was part of the.
It's a reference to an older podcast. Just scroll down below and watch that. It's an inside two halves podcast joke.
Okay.
On that note, I'm Captain Kane because they're playing Sheffield, who are relegated.
Yeah, they're
Who are-
out.
So Sheffield's probably gonna take her easy. Spurs, on the other hand, it's make it or break it for them. if they play these next games right, they can still get like a top four, but they probably want to secure that Europa League, right? So they'll be trying to win every single one of their matches, and with a slightly more fit squad, just off like of a cup loss, I think they'd be more motivated to do so as well. So that's why I'm gonna go with Captain Kane. With my vice captain, I just left it at Richarlison because I have no idea. I don't see anyone else. Maybe Lingard. But they play Burnley, so it's like a bit like confusion. But yeah, I hope United versus Liverpool is a 6-6 draw with 6 assists from Shaw and 6 goals
Oh,
from
yeah.
Fernandez.
Yeah, easy, man.
Yeah, and like same thing with Jota and Salah, because this has to be a high scoring game. Has to be. And considering how United line up against Liverpool, I don't see that happening. So, logic versus on paper, but
Wait, what day is the Liverpool United game? Could you scroll down a bit?
it is on Sunday at
Sunday,
6:30.
because United play today, and Bruno is starting, and Shaw is starting as well. There's that.
They'll start against Liverpool too,
Hmm.
right? Like I don't think I think Ole is the kind of mentality where he doesn't want to lose against big rivals and whatnot, and like Ole's been known to run his players into the ground. That's what he did with Rashford like last season at the beginning of the
Last
last season
season.
when he literally broke the poor guy. And
Even Bruno, to be honest, this season
even
he
Bruno
started
like
off great, and
yeah.
now he's just
So he's been running players into the ground, so I expect that to continue. And
Maybe if he watched the Two Halves podcast, he would realize he should actually try to run Cavani into the ground because he's not starting enough games at all. Come on.
Cavani's not been running and doing any running at all. Well, that's just for me. I hope my players shine in their new kit. The
Yeah, I wanted you to zoom in on that.
black,
to
white,
see
and black.
What's that logo?
Well, I don't know what the logo is. I think it's the custom logo. I don't think you have a choice for the logo. But yeah.
Mm.
So I hope my team does really well in this. I still have a bad feeling about Jota. And like Veltman for Ramiro, I might make a late substitution for someone. Maybe for even Bamford. I don't know, anyone. Because I just have a feeling that for Liverpool,
Jota will score.
Liverpool have nothing else to do. If they don't make
Except
top
score.
four, if they don't make top four this season, it's gonna be a big setback for them. I don't think people realize they're like one of the highest paid squad now, right? I think
They overtook the United wage bill. I saw
Yeah.
an article today.
yeah. So they're like secondly. I think they're just behind City now or something.
Yeah.
So they're just second in wage bill, COVID cost and everything. I feel like they really need to like economically they really need to make Champions League, and they deserve to be in there. Like they're a good team, entertaining team to watch. So I feel
And-
like Yeah.
Interestingly, just wanted to add on, if they don't make Champions League, do the likes of Salah and Mane leave?
that's a huge mark. I know. Like Ali, our like Liverpool fan on he says, "Oh, people are overreacting," but I don't think it's an overreaction. This tends to happen. Meltdowns tend to push out players and go for a rebuild. This is what always happens in every single team. For example, you just look at the Chelsea team, right? 14-15, right? After they won the like Premier League and everything, all great. Like yeah, a couple of years later, Costa binned, Fabregas binned, like Matic binned. All of these players go around and you what's it called, fill up those key positions with better players like Kante and whatnot. So I would imagine something similar would happen to Liverpool. Maybe Mo Salah will be
Coming to Milan.
to Milan. Well, on that
How,
ridiculous
how many
comment.
how many Italian teams is he going to play for? Fiorentina, Roma.
Um,
I mean,
he has one more club to play.
well, maybe Sharawi and Salah can link up again. They just need Trezeguet in the forward.
Trezeguet. Trezeguet.
I don't care what his sexuality is. We're just talking football here.
Um,
Uh,
Uh,
anyways,
Nothing to do with the Fantasy League podcast, but I just want to say Atletico Madrid 73 points, Real Madrid 71, Barcelona 71, Sevilla 70. All played 33 games.
this league is gonna give someone a heart attack. And I'm not talking
why?
about Fantasy Premier League.
Why? What's the point of winning a league, man?
When you can finish fifth, right, Milan fan?
I know, right?
All right,
Why
ladies
work
and
on-
gentlemen,
What's what?
Ramiro, I'd like you to wind this up, please.
Yeah, good week, guys. Nothing to talk about. Very boring stuff. The FPL is dead. It's the last few weeks. Fun times. I don't know, man. Like the end of the season, everyone has a similar team and stuff. Especially like the most interesting part of FPL was the double game week and the blank game weeks that came right after each other. Remember that period? Amazing, right?
Yeah,
That was the
exciting.
most exciting the time. And then yeah, it gets a little bit boring.
So Omar, what's it called? Omar and I, Flicky Flack and I were discussing an idea for next season. We're gonna have a 2 halves league with a prize in it.
Okay.
Wow!
I'm not gonna
what a reaction!
I was gonna ask what the prize is, but like I mean, yeah, a lot of leagues do that. That's a good idea, and that's how leagues get popular and filled with people.
And that's how YouTube channels get popular.
Yeah, I guess that's
Yeah.
side business too.
Anyone? Well, don't forget to like and subscribe, guys, and let us know what your thoughts are down in the comment below. And until next time, we'll catch you in the next half.